All right, welcome back, everybody. McFaddin-Ward House is bringing the history and artistic process of ranching leatherwork your way. In studio today, we have master saddle maker Troy West, who will be sharing the lecture right here in Southeast Texas. First, we just want to welcome you to our show and thank you for having us here.
Thank you so much.
Or thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And so we're talking about, you've been making saddles for 47 years. You already told me, but how did you get started doing this?
When I was in I was in a family of 4 brothers, and we rodeoed. There was a rodeo 5 miles up the road from my house every weekend, and we did that as far back as I can remember. My brother, a year older than me, decided when he graduated high school to go to Texas State Technical Institute in Amarillo to learn how to build saddles. And my parents didn't want him to go by himself, so they asked me if I'd be interested. I said absolutely, because all I want to do is be a pro calf roper. And if I couldn't make a living roping, I could fall back on saddle making. Yeah. So we went together and learned how to build saddles.
And this obviously is not a saddle, but it's kind of an example of how you use that leather work and all that stuff, right?
Yes, this is a buffalo skull that I just covered completely with leather. It's fully flower carved, and the whole background is dyed, and it just hangs on the wall and looks cool.
So how long was your training to know how to do this?
Actually, the trade school was a 1-year school.
Okay.
And we came back and built a shop next to my dad's house and began building saddles. And believe me, you learn a whole lot more on the job training.
How long does it take to make a saddle?
A lot depends on how much embellishment is on the saddle. I build the saddle tree also. The tree is what the saddle is built on. And it usually takes me a couple of days to build a saddle tree. If I built a plain saddle, just as in a full rough out or a full smooth out, you can build that saddle in 1 week. But I almost never build plain saddles anymore. I build them like the ones in the picture, full flower carved with all kinds of embellishment. It's very time consuming, but it's my favorite part. And
the one they were showing in the picture, what makes that saddle, different from the average saddle that you
First of all, the flower carving is very small and very intricate, and on each of the corner you see those longhorns. Those are actually 3-dimensional, meaning that I would cut that longhorn in that leather with a swivel knife, and then I would get that longhorn completely wet and push that leather forward and fill that steer head with a mixture of rubber cement and leather dust, and then glue it all down to another piece of leather so that you can't tell from that photograph, but every one of those longhorns is 3-dimensional, and meaning it's puffed up out of the leather so that you'd have to see it in real life to appreciate it. But yeah, that saddle sold for $32,000.
Wow. So how many saddles will you have with you to show off during this lecture?
Oh, well, I actually brought one full-size saddle, and I brought a half-size saddle.
Gotcha. And so can you tell us real quick when the lecture is, where, and all that good stuff?
It's at the McFaddin-Ward Visitor Center. There it is, right there at 6:30 p.m. tonight, and looks like we'll have fun.
Yeah. So is there anything else you want people to know about what you'll be talking about before we go?
Oh, I'm gonna talk about it as I got way more to say than I got time to say it.
Yeah.
But I am going to talk about how leather is made and the type of leather we use, why we use it, how trees are made, why we use it, how we use it, different types of leather carving, and if I have time, I'll talk about silverwork, because I also do silverwork.
Good to know. I mean, obviously we all know about saddles, but you never really thought about somebody had to make this and how do they make it. So everyone at home can learn more about that today.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Today'd be a great day.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.